السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. مساكم الله بالخير جميعا. This is me, Abdullah Al-Asmari, Director General of Training Programs, Ministry of Human Resources and Social Development. Uh, dear distinguished guests, colleagues, and participants, on behalf of the Ministry of Human Resources and Social Development, represented by Skill and Training Deputyship, I'm delighted to welcome all of you in this event, the AI Skills Competitiveness Program. We are pleased to launch this program in conjunction with the World Youth Skill Day, which is today, 13th of July, reaffirming the Ministry of Human Resources commitment to develop further and future-ready skills and empowering the talent with the capabilities needed to thrive in the AI-driven economy. Over the next 7 days, we will engage in a practical learning journey delivered through 7 interactive sessions led by a distinguished group of international experts. The program is designed to strengthen the practical AI capabilities, introduce participants to lead the tool and methodologies, and prepare them to apply these skills in the real world challenges culminating in the upcoming hackathon. To begin our program, it's my pleasure to invite you to watch the welcoming address from His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Abdullah Zahrani, Deputy Minister of Skills and Training.
اللي هو أحد مبادرة مسرعة المهارات، هي جزء من برنامج تنمية القدرات البشرية اللي هو أحد برامج رؤية 2030. المميز في هذه المبادرة هي تأتي استجابة للتغيرات في أسواق العمل، تمر بتغيرات كبيرة في ناحية التقنية والذكاء الاصطناعي والمهارات المتجددة، وبالتالي يتطلب دائما عملية اكتساب مهارات مستمرة. لذا صممنا مسرعة المهارات استجابة لهذه المتغيرات، وهي موجهة لموظفي القطاع الخاص، وبالتالي هي تحاول من ترفع من مهارات الشباب والشابات في القطاع الخاص والتأكد أن عندهم المهارات اللازمة لسوق عمل حالي ومستقبلي. تأتي المبادرة طبعا بالتعاون مع القطاع الخاص ولتحديد المهارات المطلوبة، ومن تالي تبنى الحلول والبرامج ذات العلاقة. بهمتكم ومهاراتكم نصنع غدا واعدا، لأننا نسارع للمستقبل.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again. To provide an overview of the program, its learning journey, the training session, and what participants can expect throughout this coming days, I'm delighted and pleased to invite Mr. Roy Blady to the stage. Roy will introduce the session theme, the international trainers leading each session, and the learning schedule, the tools that participants will use, and the key outcomes they can expect to achieve throughout the program. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Roy. The floor is yours, Mr. Roy. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We are in luck. Today is a Wednesday, whatever time it is for you, and we are all attempting to build applications at the same time, not just learn about AI, but actually build AI, and we will today. It so happens that we've got more than 10,000 people live dialed in right on time to this session, and more will be joining in. We are going to be breaking the Guinness World Record today. Now, there's a few things that I wanted to share with everyone from an organizational standpoint. This is a workshop. You are going to be building an app. So we're going to practice with some emojis that we're going to share, because as we build the app together, in 3 hours from now, even 2 to 3 hours from now, we would have all built an AI app and published it on mobile, on web, and with a bunch of features within it. Over the course of the week, we're going to learn a lot. But before we do that, can everyone scroll down? Can you please scroll down to the reactions and leave a thumb up if you can? Just want everyone to get comfortable with that and know where the thumb up is. Now, since I'm sharing my screen, I cannot see that. So I will leave it to my fellow panelists to give me a thumb up to let me know if we're seeing a ton of thumbs ups. All right. The other thing is, this is, we're represented from we're coming from 130 countries into this webinar. So translation is important. We've got a sign language interpreter in Arabic, one in English. This Ola is signing in Arabic, and Ammar is going to be signing in English. However, he's having some trouble dialing in. So we're just making sure that Ammar is able to access so that anyone who needs a sign language interpreter, at least for these two languages, has that available.
Ammar is here, Roy. He's giving the sign language.
Oh, perfect. Because I couldn't see in the panel. Perfect.
No, he's here. Ammar and Ola both are here.
Beautiful. And the third thing is Rama shared and Sarah shared how to get the live transcripts in case you need it in the language that you want. So in case you're not comfortable with English and you want to translate it live to Arabic or German, then you can do that. In order to do that, Sarah, can you please give one more overview of how to do this before we dive into what we're actually going to be building?
Yeah, definitely. So everyone, there is in the bottom screen, you find 3 dots under more. So you can click on it and it will show you different options, including show caption. So once you turn on the captions, you can see another screen popping up on your window. It says hide caption. Just right click on this and you have option of translation. Just make sure that it's on. Okay, your translation button is blue, it's clicked on, and you can change your speaking language. Like for me, the speaking language is English and your caption language could be Arabic. This way, since the session is in English, so you can have Arabic transcript. And if you want to change the language, you can choose any caption language from here based on your comfort, and just it will start appearing. Give me a thumbs up if you understand. Cool.
Perfect. Okay. And one more thing is, because this is a Guinness World Record attempt for the largest AI lesson, single lesson online lesson. So 1,500 is or 1,842 is the current record. We are at 12,000 at the moment. So part of it, if you want to be part of the record, is to stay, I think, most of the class, but also we're going to be sharing 3 quizzes. There's no right or wrong answer, but only if you fill the quiz will you be able to be part of that. And then we'll finally submit that to the Guinness World Record. They'll tell us that's how many people did it, and then we'll be able to share back with every person who's part of the record a certificate, a badge with the world record and the event and the date and whatnot. To maximize everybody doing it, we are going to show this 3 times in case anybody needs to leave early or shows up late. They'll still be able to do it. Now you know what it is. Let's get right into it. So we have been using AI traditionally. So it means you ask GPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, DeepSeek, whichever, a question, and they respond. And then you ask another question, they reply. Now we're going to get into the agentic AI space, where you set a goal, like you will do in 5 minutes. AI is going to plan how to build it. It's going to execute it. It's going to adapt. It's not going to ask you the programming languages. It's just going to build it, and unless you tell it. It's going to adapt and it's going to complete the task. If it finds a bug in what it does, it's going to say, I've got a bug, do you want me to fix it? This means that it has autonomy, it can make those decisions, coding decisions, security decisions, and whatnot. It has a goal because you give it a prompt. That's your task, and it does it. It uses many tools, and throughout this week, we're going to use so many tools, at least 10 that you're going to learn across many various media. Then you also have memory. It's going to have a database. It's going to remember. It's going to have a sign-in. We're going to do this in today's session. And it's going to adjust based on results. If the results don't match what it is that you're looking for or what it thinks you're looking for, it's going to be adaptive. So this is the world that we're going to dive in today and through the week. Sometimes people say, what is inside the AI landscape? It's confusing. So within the agentic AI landscape, you've got your app builders. So that means build me an app. And today we're going to build a bakery app. We're going to walk away with 10, 12,000, 13,000 now bakery apps. And the main players are Replit, Lovable, and Figma. Today, we're all going to be using Replit because they have a generous free portion. They're a leader in the space. And because we were lucky enough to, if anybody wants to go beyond that, to be able to have a 75% discount on the paid subscription, if once we get past that, which is amazing, which is barely at cost for them. So that's why we went with Replit, and we're all going to be using it today. Then you have the creative generation, where you can create images, voice, avatars. We're going to do all that this week. We're going to create videos with the world-class choreography, sound design, lighting, direction, all through prompts using Magnific. We're going to create avatars and animate them in any language you want. We're going to create with 11 Labs, and we're going to create songs with Suno. Then you have your workflow builders. We're going to use N8N to automate a bunch of workflows. You could also use Zapier or Crew AI, but N8N is going to be our tool of choice that can connect your email to your calendar, to a bunch of applications. And finally, you've got multi-frame agent frameworks. This is where you have an out-of-the-box application like the Note Taker, Otter, like Kanz to do AI in recruiting. But this is what you're going to be building this week. At the end of the week, so in 6 days, on the sign-up page, you'll be able to submit your project individually or in a team. And then when you do, it's going to be, first of all, you'll record a 2-minute video of it and answer some questions. You're going to have an AI portfolio. You're going to have an AI certificate from LAU, the Lebanese American University's Academy of Continuing Education, and the Ministry of Human Resources and Social Development, which is wonderful. And you're also going to have prizes, 30 laptops, noise-canceling headphones, Kindles, and smartwatches that we're going to be distributing based on the quality of the apps. So the idea is for your app to be here in a week. Today, we're going to build and publish a mobile and web multilingual app. Well, not we, you are going to build and publish a mobile and web multilingual app with a full database and a payment gateway. And then you're going to have the instructions to be able to, because we can't do it in this session, to publish it on the app stores, iOS and Android. Our instructors are Rama and Abdurrahman. They are exceptional at what they do. And keep in mind, everyone, right before I introduce them, this is the first time we're doing this. This is the first time, I guess you're doing this. Well, that's why it's a world record. So be as patient as you can with us, because with 15,000 people, it's not about listening to one person do it and then try to remember it, but it's actually doing it. So every person is going to have an app, and every app is going to be built by AI, which means that every app is going to look differently for each one of us. But we're going to go through step by step and with these principles, and then we'll get you there. We're going to have a prayer break for anyone who needs it at 6:50 p.m. And for anyone who doesn't need it, that's going to be an excellent opportunity to review the steps that we have done to make sure that you're fully up to speed. Over to you, Rama.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here with us. Before I start, I will leave the floor for Abdurrahman to give us a small introduction about Replit, since he's the growth lead at Replit. Give us a small tour on what we will use today, and then we can start.
Sounds great. Thank you very much, Rama. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. My name is Abdurrahman, and I lead growth for Replit. Very, very happy and excited to be with you guys today, and looking forward to what will everyone build throughout the week, which is going to be awesome to see. I'm very optimistic and excited to see what everyone is going to have at the end of the week. So without further ado, I would just want to jump into it, show you how can you create an account with Replit, show you the main page you will get, and then pass it to Rahman to build the first app with you all. So the first thing that you need to do is open a browser. And if you're using your phone, that's fine. You can open a phone or open a mobile app. If you're using an iPad, you can use the app we have on the App Store, or you can just open the browser Safari and start building. Go to replit.com and then open the website. You'll have this interface. And what's special today as well is that you have the freedom. Well, today we're building together, but with Replit, you have the freedom to build what you want. You have the freedom to turn your ideas into real application, whether you want it to be a website, mobile app, some slides that you want to pitch an idea to a friend or a company, some animation around your website. This is the power of Replit. It will turn your idea into apps in minutes. This is the first page you will get once you open the website to ask you what idea you want to create. You can type in your prompt here, but I want you first to create an account and we can go together through the process. You will click on the top right corner, you'll see create an account. Go ahead and click on it. It will give you a prompt. You log in by any way that you like. You can use Apple, X, GitHub, email, Google. For this example, I will go ahead with email. I'll type in my email, but I already have an account here. So I'll type in my email. And then
And for everyone, I'm going to ask, as you create your account, put in a specific reaction the moment you've completed your account creation. And put in the, oh wow, we're seeing everything. Which one shall we? I'm not seeing claps. When when someone creates your app, only when you've completed your application, put
Your
the
account.
reaction.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and add the email password that you want your account to be associated with, and then click on create account. Valid, please refresh. Let me try again. I created maybe too many accounts today.
Okay, I'm seeing some claps. First few are getting their accounts in. Keep in mind that there's 14,000 of us, so we're going to be going slow and methodical.
Okay. I'll close this tab and open it again. Maybe there's something wrong.
You could also refresh your cache possibly. Ah, you're in incognito anyways.
Yeah. Let's give it another try.
And so what Abdullah is doing as well is, even though he has the pro account, he's creating a brand new, and let me know if I'm wrong, free account, just so that we can all be doing the exact same things, and everything was designed so that everything fits within the free account. Okay, a lot of people are signing up. Excellent.
Great. This time it worked. So we're going to create an account. You're right, Roy. I'm going to just create a free account for the demo to show everyone how to create an account. You will get this prompt. What you need to do is to go to your email and then verify by clicking on a link. This should be easy. I have my email here on my phone. Mm. Okay.
And for people who are having any kind of trouble, the Q&A is exploding. We're going to bring more and more people to answer as much as we can.
Okay. After I got an email from Replit to verify my account, I clicked on verify. The account was verified and now it's created. Now I have to come up with a username, and you can put your favorite username and full name, click on next, and then select whatever applies to you here. We're all students, so I'm going to click on student. And
It's a
then,
big mix. We have
no,
from
I mean,
sign-ups, people who signed up were from 8 to 80 plus years old, 160 countries.
wow.
So diversity at its best.
Yeah, no, I meant student and in life. So that's a
Ah,
joke
yeah.
I tell. Skip, and then next. Now I get three options after creating an account. I have the free plan, the core plan, and the pro plan. We are all starting with the free plan for now, but you can upgrade later and we'll show you how to upgrade if you choose to. The free plan is generous. You can create an app with it and use it, and every day your limit will be reset. So you can use your limit today, and if you run out of limits for today, you can come back again tomorrow to improve your app or build new apps. It's up to you. There is an option, as Roy said, where if you want to upgrade, you click on upgrade, and then you click on core, and then you add the code that we will share shortly here. You'll add the promotion code here, and then that will take 75% of the total. We'll get into this later, I guess. But this is the interface you have. This is the thing that you are seeing right now after creating an account. Now, this is the time where you would put your idea into this small box and then turn it into reality. I'll pass it now to Rama to show us the first app we're creating today, and then we are going to prompt it, improve it, add new features, fix things that might break, and that's fine with AI. Things will never be perfect in the first go. Sometimes you have turns here and there, but with Replit Agent, you can describe the problem that you're having and it will fix it. It will make sure that the idea is up live and ready for customers or real customers. Okay, passing it to you, Rama.
أهلا وسهلا. Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone. Hi again. Let's start. But before I start, I want to just make sure that everyone has created their accounts. I want to see thumbs up or clap so we can
Well, let's
start.
go with thumbs up. Thumbs up are flying through and some claps. We're good.
Okay. So let's start. And as Abdurrahman mentioned that we will use this small box to write our prompts and then create a whole app only with prompts. So I will start with my first prompt, which is to build me an app, a web app for my bakery that gives the ability for users to know more about us, also browse the menu, select items, rate them, schedule bulk orders or catering, and we want to call it Kanz Bakery. And we will also want to make sure it's mobile representative. So we'll copy this prompt, put it in the chat for you guys to try. Okay, it's already there. You
Yep.
can go ahead and copy, paste it, and let's see what we'll have.
So right now, please check the chat. because Rama's prompt is in the chat as well. So just copy paste it. And once you have copy pasted it and hit enter, let's go with an emoji that is not being used so much. I'm seeing hearts and thumbs up. Let's go with a ta-da. Can you do this one? Okay, we're seeing some ta-das come through. The ta-da is the... It's going to become... AI has made it so that it becomes that fun to actually build a full app that can be commercialized. Now that we use the tada for I sent my prompt, it's working and running for everyone. Excellent. Okay, so we're now seeing some more tadas. Once everyone has tada'd all the way and hit submit, once you get the response back, please put once you've done it, an open mouth. But not now, only if you get the response back. Because that's our best way to be able to see the flow of 14,000 people. So, tadas, I submitted it, and then once you see the result, you're like, wow, the open mouth. For some people who might be like, why does it take so long? It's building a whole application. I'm a computer scientist, so is Rama. And everything had to start with a main page, main function, declaring your variables, starting to put them all together and start to create if statements and for loops and structures and build a database table, and long gone. So now, oh nice, we're starting to see results come back from many of you with the open mouth, the O. And so we're going to wait until the whole screen becomes that, and once we get Rama's as well. But so
Also,
right now, yeah, Abdullah,
yeah, I
go
was
for
going to
it, yeah.
say, also, if you're curious in how the agent is doing it, you can always follow the agent on the left chat and see the things that the agent is doing. You don't need to know everything that the agent is doing, but only if you're curious, hey, how is the agent doing it? I'll just read, learn, teach myself what's going on. But if you don't care about it, that's fine. The agent will take care of it. As long as the agent is working, you need to be patient, because the agent, as Roy said, setting up the website for you to be a full function website. Because remember, here we're building a website. We're not just building designs. There is another path to build a design, but today we want to build a website. That's why it's taking some time to get it up and run.
We're getting lots of people get the results back. Amazing. And you're going to see the code without having to understand it. You're going to be able to speak, to chat with the database, to tell it, retrieve the people who have signed up. So for example, among the people who signed up to the hackathon, among all of us, I was speaking with a minister for AI and technology in Lebanon. He asked me how many people in what regions. And I was able to just ask the database, and we got the whole breakdown by city, by region, and the total. So you are able to create wonderful database management using AI as well, without actually learning anything about database management. That's the wonder of Replit.
As you can see my screen now, it's still working. It will take around 5 minutes and it will be done. So we're very close to that. And I see people who already have their result back, which is great. Let's just wait for 2 more minutes and we will have.
Yeah. And if you see the prompt, if you go back to the prompt, Rama, today we're building a bakery, or like a website for a bakery. But if you think about it, and it's good that we all have the same example, so we can go together and build it together and see changes together. But if you think about it, If you have an idea, you can just change that bakery into something else. If you have a coffee shop, you can change that bakery into a cafe. If you have, let's say, an arcade or a place where people come and rent football fields, you can change, or a paddle court, you can change that into your specific business or your specific need, and then add more details. And it could be as simple as what we're doing today, or it could be as deep as building an app where people find paddle courts around them, rent them, find paddle buddies as well, or tennis buddies. So the limitation is only your idea, but if you keep on prompting and keep on building, I'm sure you will achieve things that you didn't think that was possible before using something like that.
As you can see my screen right now, it's finished. It's loading. Just let me refresh.
And for everyone, once you have your prompt, you can continue prompting. Now what we're going to do is we're going to build a second prompt, a third prompt, a fourth prompt. But so we're going to guide these prompts so that it can jog your memory. So the second one is going to make the app bilingual. So while we have everyone's attention and while it's loading, tomorrow today we're going to build our app, we're going to publish it. And tomorrow we're going to take this app, this business, this bakery, and the first session is going to be Notebook LM. So we're going to use that document and that content that we can create for this business plan for this app. And it's going to create presentations, podcasts, all types of imagery that we can using Google's Notebook LM. And after that, we're gonna, for the super nerdy, and it's fully free, the Notebook LM. The evening one is actually the paid Claude subscription, so only for those who care about that. We're gonna be building apps through Claude Cowork and Claude Code. Because everyone's hearing about Claude and they're like, okay, how powerful is it? We're gonna get a chance to actually do that. And then the following day, we'll have our app, we'll have the marketing material around it, podcast. We're going to create world-class images and videos, which you can prompt and get a video, or you could really prompt it like a videographer does and get something that looks extraordinary. So we're all going to be doing a World Cup kick, free kick. And so we're going to have 14,000 free kicks happening all at the same time. And by the way, it's possible the app is taking some time because I don't know if anyone is ready for 15,000 signups and requests at the exact same time. Even the largest apps.
I have mine ready. I use the same prompt, so maybe I can show what I have, and then we can go back to Ramos.
Sure.
Okay. So this is the same prompt I use the same prompt that everyone got to build me a web app for my bakery that gives me the ability for users to know more about us, browse our menu, select items, rate the items, schedule bulk orders or catering, called Kanz Bakery, and make it mobile responsive. Agent got into work. It's been building, and then it finished creating the website. I can see here it took like 10 minutes of work. And then This is what we have right now. This is the website. This is the main page, tells about the bakery, shows the item. And if you notice here, there is a problem. It doesn't show any images, but we'll fix it together. Another thing, it shows you this generated image and also shows you more information about opening hours, location. And I can change all of these to be custom to my bakery, but right now these are all placeholder. I have our story here about us that just created a story about our bakery, and here are the items. But I need to fix something really important, which is pictures. I'll just tell the agent there are no images. Please add, say, please add pictures to all the items we have. So I'm telling the agent here, I noticed something wrong in the app, or not complete, let's say, that there are no pictures. Please add pictures to all the items we have. I can tell the agent to generate them or fetch from the web. Here I gave the agent both options, but you know what? Let's do generate. It's much better. So click on build. Now the agent will look into the website, diagnose the issue, figure out what's working, and then fix it. Maybe the agent actually created the images, but the agent didn't link the images. So that's something that it's possible that you will run into, where you find something missing and you can tell the agent, hold on, I see something that is not complete. Please fix it and add this and add that. The more specific you are with the agent, the better the agent at getting the job done. So if you are very ambiguous in your request, if you say it's not working, sometimes the agent won't fix it because the agent doesn't understand what exactly is not working. If you tell it, no, generate images, it will generate. Right now, if you read the chat, the agent says, I'll generate all 14 item images in parallel right now. Save them into a front-end public folder and update the database. So what will happen right now is the agent will generate all the images that we need, all in parallel, so it doesn't take a lot of time from the agent or from us waiting. So it's already started to generate the images.
For everyone, you're going to see something different. So feel free to do a second prompt once you have your result on what it is that would make your app look better, feel better. It could be colors, could be images, could be the menu, could be anything you want. We're going to do some more of those, but as this is searching, because I said we want to break the Guinness World Record together, and everybody's still on with the 14,000 people, we're going to put our first quiz on. There are right answers, but it doesn't matter. Once a quiz is answered, completed, then that is one of the requirements of the world record. We're going to share the quiz now. After a second time, we're going to share it a bit later in the session, and then a third time, we'll share it one more time. But if you can, please answer it now. So Sarah, could you please share the quiz?
All right. Can everyone see it?
Yep, and we're seeing people respond in real time, so
Yeah.
this is cool. We have 300 responses. $1,500 will break the world record, or 1,842 will break the world record. We're at 900.
Amazing.
Let's smash the world record. We're getting close, 1,400. 1,700, in theory, broke the world record, but let's beat 10,000 if we can. We're at closing in on 4,000. 5,000. This is so much fun. The most fun Wednesday before the second semifinal. Getting to 7,000 almost. Incredible that we're people from all four corners of the world, 130 countries collaborating, building apps at the same time. Building an app, a thing that would have been crazy a year ago. Would have had to partner with someone, co-found it with someone, hire a developer. And now we're learning. But this is not enough as well. Like let's break 10,000. Yeah. We want to make sure that we publish it. We want to make sure that we can get a payment gateway. We want to make sure that we have a customer support. We want to make sure that we can log in. That is an app. And then finally, we'll have the instructions on how to put it in the app stores. And then from a bakery to anything you want. Point of sale, sports. I live in a compound here, and we had a paddle. We have a paddle court, and people were always arguing about it. So it just took 2 hours to build, and we built a full web and mobile app with admin panel and login and everything for the paddle courts. So now you can build anything you want, and once it's published, it's amazing. Let's keep going. We're getting close to 10,000. Nice, everyone. That's 68% of us are filling it. Let's keep going. That's a huge number. Let's go. I wonder if maybe put it in the Q&A. 10,000. If everybody's able to see the numbers in the quiz, or is it just me? Or just panelists?
I don't see it, so I love your commentary on it.
Okay, 10,200. 72% of us. Let's keep going.
It's nice that you're updating us.
Yeah.
10,300. Yalla, let's break it. Incredible. Okay, things are starting to, no, they're continuously growing. 10,400. 10,500. The world record is 1,800. We're about to get to 11,000. And for every person who fills it, this is what the Guinness team is going to be verifying, ensuring there are no bots and we're all real people and blah, blah, blah. Then we'll be able to follow up with everyone with a certificate that we have broken the world record together on Wednesday, July 15th at 6:45 p.m. GMT +3 or whatever time it is for you. As we continue, and hopefully we'll get the answer early, and as we continue on building cool things. This, by the way, is the future of work. It's fun to build, allows you to automate what you're doing, and this is exactly what employers are looking for. And by the way, on day number 7, on the closing keynote, we've invited many employers, Sci-Fi, Booking.com, some VCs, CME, Siren Analytics, who have sent us challenges, and then we'll show them the top 10 applications that are closest to it, and then they're going to invite someone for an interview or just a conversation. All your apps are going to be in an app store. You own your app. It's yours. And we'll invite all employers to come in and say, hey, you want to hire? Put what you're searching for. They'll find your app and then maybe contact you for a conversation to maybe hire you as a freelancer for a job or whatever. But that's the new way of recruiting too. Reverse recruiting. Let an employer come with a problem, find that you've built it, and then just contact you and say, I don't need the resume. What you've built, can you just adjust it this way? And off we go. We just crossed 11,000. 80% of participants of us are here. Everyone's attentive. Thank you for your patience. Continue on doing this, but 80% of us right now are wondering what the next prompt is. So let's continue with the next prompt.
Yeah, I want to show them. I want to show them what
let's
happened.
keep going.
Yeah. So you remember we didn't have photos, so we all told the agent create photos. Agent creates images of all 14 items that we have, and it took 3 minutes. You can look here, and it will tell you how long the agent took to create all the images. Now, this is our new website, our edited website. You can see the images of our items in the dashboard. One thing that I also wanted to share is the component where you can browse the menu. You can see all the items here. And then I can add to my cart what I want to add. We're going to keep add more stuff. And then I will open my cart and then experience a checkout experience. This was made by one prompt, by the way. So you click on checkout, and this is the part where we told it we wanted to have event catering and bulk order. So if we have event bulk order, we can select the date here as well, and the agent did it. And then we can add more details about myself. And then email at google.com, add my number. Then I can go ahead and submit the order as 2, 3, 4. Okay, now my order is submitted. Now, what we need to build later on is like the admin dashboard where you view the orders and then sort by them and then deliver them. So basically, this is like the software for a bakery. Now, this is just a small example. I will go back to Rama's example to see what happened over there as well.
Now, one thing we're going to just quickly do, because we've reached for anyone we've reached prayer time for anyone for whom it applies to. So we're just going to show Rama's latest application, and we're going to break for 20 minutes for anyone who go for prayer time, and for anyone who wants to stay and build your application. You're welcome to continue building your application. We won't go much further, but you're welcome to continuously prompt and improve it over the next 20 minutes. Rama, over to you before we break officially.
Hello, everyone. As you can see here, mine is finished and it's looking very cool, honestly. And here's the menu. Let's try and submit an order. Quickly and submit. But let's go back home. We can find here, for example, our story menu with all the items and where to find us. We can also add the map. We will dive into it more and we'll see how I did it, and also go and check out our database, our code after the prayer break, inshallah. See you
So
then.
for everyone, yeah, so for everyone, just to give a time, so it's exactly 50 minutes, 6:50 p.m. for the Riyadh area, Lebanon area, most of the Middle East. We are going to take our break and resume at 7:10 in 20 minutes. If you want to continue your app, continue, break for prayer. And then at 7:10, we're going to start to make the app bilingual. And then we're going to continue building on it until we publish it. That's our one break here. So feel free to break. You're not going to lose anything. You're not going to not learn anything. And for anyone who wants to stay and continuously prompt, feel free to ask or continuously prompt. And what we're going to do is we're going to open the chat for 10 minutes in order to see what kind of comments we're getting. And by the way, if you haven't done your poll, your quiz, please feel free to. We're at 11,600. Every new number is a new record. Yeah. So now we're opening the chat. Everyone can chat with everyone as of now. We'll see if it's manageable because, yeah, 14,000 people in chats, it's hard. We're seeing hellos, how are you, hearts. Yeah, that's why we have the Q&A. It's more manageable there. And we have about 10 people managing the Q&A. Thank you everyone for so much love, trust, appreciation. Not easy to show up and not easy to say, hey, we trust and let's collaborate. I'm trying to read the chats. I think everyone can read everyone's chats now, right? Yeah, it's can't make much sense. So maybe at some point we'll pause the chat and go into revision of the apps. Now I wish people could attach pictures of what you built. We tried to make it happen, but in a webinar it's not easy. That's the one feature that we were hoping we'd get, but we didn't get. One moment. So Rama just went for her prayer break, and then she came back to say, how do you feel? And I'm like, how do we feel? So now everyone continue prompting. Please continue filling the survey, the quiz. We're at almost 12,000 from a record of 1,800 that you are part of. Incredible participation. 87% of us completed the quiz. We are about to reach 12,000 quizzes completed. I'm getting some comments that my app was built. I want to build a business plan next to it, a slide deck for it. Tomorrow's presentation is going to be exactly for that. Tomorrow we're going to, you can put your information inside Google LM, and then you're going to not just get a slide deck, but also get a podcast. And we're going to be joined by Google's own, according to them, top instructor from Egypt, Lubna. Everyone who is not seeing the record, we have smashed it and crossed 12,062 completions. 92% of participants have completed the quiz. Wow. We're going to send the recording to everyone after. So the way it's going to be organized is every day we're going to send as fast as we can the video recording, the prompts that we used on one page, all on Kanz/hack, and then we'll put a blog post there with a video and the preparation for the next day, anything you need to do. It's all going to be the same link, same time, new topic, new learnings. By the way, to anyone who's answered some of the questions, the minimum is 5 questions answered. So if at all possible, to answer them all, it would fully count. So right now, I wouldn't say 12,000, we're at 11,032. Still an extraordinary number. For anyone still here, continue prompting, but also be careful about the completion rate on the token level. We're going to get into that. And the one of the main reasons we're super happy to have Replit is because if anyone does move to paid, it'll be $5 instead of 20, which is excellent for the value, for the computing power and everything. to give everyone an example, we ran this last year and we had 200 people build apps. One of the apps was a marketing automation tool that allows you to select the various social networks, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, X, Facebook, LinkedIn, put in your content, hashtags, and then schedule when you want to meet, when you want to send it. And then you would get all the stats back. When I saw this, I just told, and we were hiring a marketer. Then I just went to Rihab and I told her, hey, can we hire you? Because what you built is exactly what we're trying to do. And to start to build everyone's thoughts and ideas on what you could build, we're going to be publishing everything in the in here. So this here is the hackathon page, Kanz/hack, and then you can do it in English or Arabic. But then you also have, this is where you would submit your project. And when you submit it, it would go and live into an AI showroom. And this AI showroom with AI portfolios is going to allow someone, and people started to submit them. I'm seeing new applications all the time, every day. Be it for fast food kiosk, this is the social media app that we talked about, logistics, compliance, auditor. I mean, I'm seeing new apps that I'd never seen before in law, in pharmaceuticals, chatbots, so on and so forth. So the idea is that you'll be able to, we'll invite all employers to come and search, and then once they find something that they're looking for, then they can just contact you directly. And what that looks like, I'm going to look for, let's look for Rihab, for example. It's going to be a certificate and an app. Here the portfolio is loading. Even we have not been that ready for such a volume. Okay, we'll let the portfolios load, and because I think the page is, oh, here we go. Here's one, the other one is loading. You'd submit a 2-minute video of what you built. This then becomes your AI portfolio. You have the AI agent that's going to score, and you're going to see the project summary. Why did you build this? What problem are you trying to solve? Who are you doing this for? A bit about you, and then a skill passport, the skills that have been verified by you building that project. And then and your profile, and then finally a certificate of achievement. So that is something that is much more powerful than a resume. So that's, to me, the ultimate goal of everything we'd love for you to have. Because when 1,000 people today apply to jobs, and a company posts a job and gets 1,000 applicants, it's impossible for the recruiter to know. But if you show them a video of this is how I solved this, or they come and find you, then the chances multiply by 10. And by the way, this entire portfolio, this entire showroom, and this entire app that we've signed up was done without writing a single line of code. This was all done vibe coding. So this is some of the ideas that you can have. And at the end of today's session, The idea is that you pair with friends or you do it on your own. On your own is just as good. And build something with all the tools that you're learning that will make you more productive and market you better. But at the same time, it will give you the confidence to build anything you want for the future. And we'll do more of these events every time there's new technologies that we can take advantage of. All right, so we're just 1 or 2 minutes away before resuming the session. Thank you everyone for your patience. I'm going to pause the chat and attendees. Okay, there we go. I paused the chat and I'm curious to see the poll where it's at and what number we're at before we resume.
98%.
Wow. What's the number?
We have 98%, 12,634.
I've never, ever, ever been part of an experience where 98%, 39 out of 40 of attendees participate and are fully engaged, let alone when it's 13,000 of us. So this is why we love doing what we do, because it's, why not? Thanks, everyone.
Amazing, mashallah. It's great.
All right. So we can... no, we said we'd resume in 2 minutes, just in case someone is still taking a break. So let's just give it 1 more minute, and then we'll continue.
While we're waiting, I see a lot of people in the chat asking how they enable the translation. So I will explain it for you guys. We can press. I will explain it in Arabic just in case you don't understand. في علامة 3 نقاط مكتوب عليها more أو أكثر، نضغط هناك وفي خيار مكتوب عليه show captions علامته CC أو إظهار النص، نضغط عليه وراح يكون في موجود بالتاب اللي تحت hide captions أو في كذا علامة سهم طالعة لفوق، نضغط السهم ونفعل خيار الترجمة. I will share my screen just in case. نروح هنا من show captions، نضغط عليها، من السهم اللي فوق في خيار هنا للترجمة، نفعل الترجمة و if you can see if I'm talking in English now it will appear here in Arabic.
أستاذة راما،
تفضلي.
هو مش واضح العرض أو الشرح، مو ظاهر غير شاشة بينك.
I'm sharing my
When
screen.
you're sharing your screen ما يطلع الزوم.
أيوة، شرحتي أكثر من مرة وأنا انتبهت إنه مش واضح.
We can just share a screenshot maybe, but they cannot see whatever options you're using on your screen. So if you've explained it in Arabic and I can explain it one more time in English, you can go on more with 3 dots, just click over it, and there is an option of show captions. Just click on show captions and
1 quick second,
then
Sarah. I'm just going to put send a screenshot of show captions in the chat, because I could send this to everyone or not. Wait, one more time. So
Sure.
I go into more, and then I see show captions. Took a screenshot of it. Okay, and after that, I'm
after
seeing
that you will see
the
hide
translation.
captions. Yeah, okay, now you will see the translations. But if they still cannot see, they have to turn on the translation button. Now, do you see the option of hide caption? Just write it on your screen. Yeah. Okay. So just click on it, and you will see translation. Just make sure that it's on.
Yes. We're getting thumbs up.
Okay. Cool.
Perfect. Now that we've built a basic app, and the advantage is that the servers of Replit had a chance to digest what just happened, we can continue and go more advanced. Today's session is only on this application. So you're going to walk away with a published application, with a cool, fully functional application that you can then edit it and replace it with anything you want. Over to you, Abdullah or Rama, however you feel. And then we can keep sharing back and forth. I think everyone is quite comfortable. We can see your screen now, Rama.
Just before I start, I want you guys to put a thumbs up if you are submitted your first prompt and you get the result back. And I see some of you in the chat saying that agent ran an error. So you can refresh and it will be fixed, inshallah. Just I want to see if you're there with me.
Yeah, and if the agent says there is an error or it couldn't complete the task, you can actually ask the agent again, fix the error. What's wrong? Go ahead and fix it, and the agent will fix it as well.
Okay. As we saw, I sent the first prompt, and which is we asked the agent to build a web application for our bakery, and now it's there. So let's go ahead and send our second prompt, which will be in the chat. And the second prompt is to add other language. You can use your own language instead of English. So for example, in my case, I used Arabic. I asked the agent to add Arabic language and support right to left, which is RTL, and ensure the entire web app is fully mobile responsive, so the layout looks perfect on phone screen. It is in the
By
chat.
the way, in some of the you put that note in the chat?
Yeah, I'm putting it in the chat.
Okay. So Rama's moving her now for anyone who's reached your limit, and I think now's a good time because I got a Q&A about someone reaching their limit. Maybe Abdullah and Rama, can you show where that percentage is, completion, so you know where your credits are for the day?
Yeah, I have it ready, Rama, if you want me to share.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And maybe just to do one thing at a time, if you're not out of credits, there's the add Arabic language and support RTL in the chat. Enter it, and once you enter it and it's running and you want to have that in Arabic, please put a thumb up. Okay. Let's do this one at a time, and then we'll get into the percentages and everything.
Do that as well with them.
Okay, perfect. We have a sea of thumbs up. And I'm seeing some O's. I'm guessing that whoever put the O is I'm out of credits. And there's a good percentage of O's.
Okay, let's get into it then. This is your progress for the free plan. You can see your limits in this bar. Now, in my example, I'm at 60%. If I click on it, it will give me more details about it. If I hit 100%, it will tell me when the limit will reset. So this gives me the ability to know, okay, I finished my credits. I can come tomorrow at like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. to continue building with Replit. Those are totally fine. You can come to the same project and keep building on it. If you want to do it now, if you want to upgrade to even unlock other features like using your own domain or buying a domain through Replit, you have to upgrade. For this example, click on upgrade to Replit Core. You get the options that we show in the beginning of the call. Click on continue with Core, and then I'll try to pull the code that will give you discount.
I have it. I can put it in the chat.
Yes, please do put it in chat. Now
Okay.
it's in USR
And just for
or
everyone,
SD.
okay, I just put it in the chat. And just for everyone to know, we're not advocating for paid subscriptions or anything like that. On the contrary, we went for the highest quality app with the most free credits that reset every day, and where if someone upgrades, then you get a 75% discount, which almost all of these companies are still not profitable. Like literally the cost of acquisition is high. So a 75% discount for up to 10,000 licenses. We have 13,000 people here and 50,000 signed up in the hackathon over the week is really, that's why I was like, guys, let's do this. So I'm not advocating for anyone to upgrade unless you want to, unless you're like, okay, I see value for this. But net, we thought that, okay, $5 a month, the price of is something that's يعني that's
Coffee.
worth it. بس انه whatever it is, بس انه it's worth it for
Yeah,
the
it's out.
computational power and everything that's happening, to go much more and build a full application and host it and publish it, and it can bring its return in spades. Just want to share that.
And the way to get your discount is you go to the checkout page and then you add your promotion code here, the code Roy shared in the chat. Click on apply, and it should take $15 off. So it's just $5. You add your credit card details and then click on subscribe or do Apple Pay to subscribe. Then you can monitor your usage into the account that you have. Here is my other account that I have, and I can monitor my usage and settings, usage, and it'll show me the total remaining, what did I use this month, my spend and extra usage. It will tell me over time and over app what project took the most usage. So I can monitor my stuff and what's going on. And I can also set limits. I can go here and click on manage limit and then set a limit that will give me an alert. You have reached $10, you have reached $15 of usage. And you can set a budget. You have reached $20 of usage. So once you reach a budget, the system will stop working for you until you have reached your limit. Try to add more limit if you want. So this is quickly on the limits. We'll go back to the RTL example with Rama. Then we will show you how to add your own domain, how to collect payments through websites or apps you build with Replit, and how to set up authentication as well. Back to you, Rama.
Let me know if you can see my screen now.
Yes, we can see it.
Okay. As we added the Arabic language and support our TL, which is right to left, and is it should be mobile responsive. As we can see here, we have now the translation button, and we can see all the website is translated now. And we can, for example, select a mobile screen so we can see if it's working right on the smaller size. Please leave a thumb up if you can, or if you reached to this point and you get your result back.
Everyone, I just wanted to say that we have reached 100% participation on, well, the first question in the quiz. It's insane. In some others, it goes down to 93, but nothing is less than 90% of all participants have answered all questions and up to 100%. So, world record, everyone. Now it's on us to make sure that we submit that properly to the forensic auditor, to the Guinness World Records team, for them to do their thing, to analyze, make sure that these are real humans. And way more than a quiz, we're building apps. Oftentimes we run into things where our imagination and the outcome is so much bigger than what the rules are made for. But this is extraordinary. I wanted to let you know that every single one of us, 13,048 people finished the survey. So this is extraordinary teamwork. Thank you, and happy to be here.
I cannot see the reactions, but please, Roy, tell me if they reached to this point so we can continue, or is there any question?
I will say I was a bad moderator for a second. I got distracted by the 100%. So could I please ask you to just repeat the last instruction? I know it was right to left, so converting English to Arabic.
Yeah.
But anything else?
That's it.
Okay. If you are seeing an app that is bilingual, be it Arabic, English, any language you want, please leave the... Which emoji? Which one are we not using? The clap. We're clapping for Replit. Bravo, you speak Arabic too. Okay, we're seeing a good number of people who got to that level. I would say from the reactions, about 40 to 50%, which is solid, and everybody else could either be reach the 100% or is just enjoying watching, and then we'll continue tomorrow. Super perfect. But I think we're in a good place to be able to continue beyond languages, and now on to the next feature. And if you think that what I said is good, because crowd management is insane, please leave a heart that we can continue to the next step. If not, I don't know. There's no angry. Oh. Or hearts if you're happy with the next prompt. Okay, no, I think we have a lot of O's. So let's slow down for a second. A lot of O's. So we don't want to lose a lot of people. So maybe in the question and answer, whoever is in the O, please look, where are you stuck on? And we can try to start a support. Put that in the question and answer. Use that for this. Our moderators are going to go through the answers. While we're seeing a lot of hearts, so about a third hearts, we can continue with the next prompt, but make sure that the main objections that anyone has gets addressed. Where, by the way, we started at 6. It's only 7:30. We've built an app, multilingual, with a menu. We haven't seen our database, but we have a database in 1.5 hours, including a 20-minute prayer break and including the introduction. So not bad.
Okay. So let's move on to the next prompt. For the next prompt, we will add the tab. I already did it, but we will do it again together, which is find us tab. We have, for example, 3 locations in Riyadh. I want a clean map with pins of our locations. Users can open the tab, view locations and details of each branches. So I will put this prompt in the chat so you can use it. And while it's running, I'll try to see the main concerns to explain.
Okay, for everyone, most of the Q&A, we got that from Bilal. Either the app is stuck. I got that a few times, but if you prompt it again, it will do it. Not many servers are ready to build 13,000 applications just from us, plus the rest of the world of what's happening in one single server. How old is Replit?
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10-year company being able to handle all that. That's a lot. And then the
Yeah,
second part is credits. So for the credit part, so sorry, Abdul, you were saying?
I was gonna say if the agent is stuck, just tell it what exactly is stuck on. So if it's not loading at all, tell the agent, well, it's the app is not previewing or nothing is showing up. If the browser is stuck, I mean the website, try to refresh. It usually doesn't happen because maybe there is a problem with the internet connection. And be specific. If you take screenshots, also make it easier for the agent to understand what's happening. So take a screenshot of where the app is stuck at, drop it in the chat, and tell the agent, hey, the app is stuck. You can, by the way, talk to the agent in any language that you want. So even if you want to talk in Arabic وتقول الايجنت الموقع معلق عدل هذا الشيء بالضبط الايجنت بيعدلها. If you want to talk to it in Spanish, German, whatever, French, whatever language you prefer, the agent should be able to understand it and execute on your commands.
Nice. Very appreciated comment. You can see all the hearts. And I got a message from Bilal. To be fair to you, Abdul, most of it is still loading. It's still generating. It's not stuck. But I have had a few instances where it was stuck, and I'm seeing some friends who message me in private telling me, I have my bakery app, and I love it. So
Yeah.
if it's stuck, you can do it again. If it's still loading, it's loading. It's building an app. And if you're out of credits, you can, if you want to. And someone asked, Abdul, for how long is that $5 a month for?
For the first month, it will be $5 instead of 20, but then it will renew at 20. So make sure if you want to cancel for the end of the month. If you like to stay, keep staying.
Okay, and if someone does at 5 and they cancel right away so that they don't have to get stuck with a 20 bill, will that month continue?
Yeah, you will still have $20 in your credit. That's fine.
Okay.
And I showed them how to track consumption and set limits or set alerts if they want to. You go to profile, settings, usage, and then set stuff there if you really care about it.
Yeah, so honestly, what I personally would do is pay the $5 so I don't have to remember, cancel, you can always restart, you're going to have your app. And if you find value for $20, something commercial use, then that makes sense. Else, you can stay on a daily basis, which is good enough. You already have an app. Amazing. Now let's continue. And I'm not seeing many O's, so هلا خفوا, which is good because it seems like we've answered some questions and any concerns. There's more hearts. So let's continue now. And maybe we got them K, the O's and K. One thing that we want to do is let's explore the database. You've built the database. So maybe let's take 5 to 10 minutes where you can see the code that you've already built and the data that you have. You don't have to do much with it, but know it's there. So click on tools. Just if you notice that tools where, is it Rama or Abdul?
It's Rama.
Rama. So if you see tools, now you have all of this built for you.
And we can go to the database right here. And just click. And we can see we have 3 tables, which is the catering requests, which is the request that we did before the break. And here is our menu. We have 10 items with all the details. Let's just... And also we have the ratings. Please leave a thumbs up if you can reach and see where is your database. Simply it is on tools. We can click on tools and then we will see
Beautiful.
the database.
And you don't need to worry about the database or be overwhelmed by it if it's your first time looking at the database. The agent will take care of it, so don't need to worry about it. It's just for you to view if you want to view, just to know where your data is and to view your data as well.
Now there's 2 things that are really interesting. You can see your data, but you can also ask the prompt and say, what are my top 10 orders? How many menu items do I have? How many cakes do I have? How much did I sell last week? It can answer that question for you, but you can also tell it, build a visualization dashboard with my sales over the last week. Forecast how much I'm going to sell next week based on the sales momentum. What is my top seller? And you can literally build your dashboard. And I'm bringing this up because this is no longer a bakery. This is a sales management engine, an analytics engine. And this can give you ideas for what you want to build from now till the end of the week. Nice, great. And also, if any one of you are stuck and you made a prompt that you don't like, Rama, could you please share where you can scroll up and then just restore the prior version? Or Abdul?
Yes, I don't want to mess up my website. I like it.
No, just show where it is. Just show where it is.
Yeah, you can click on the scroll up to a checkpoint.
Yeah.
I believe scroll up. No, up. A checkpoint made 2 hours ago. Yes. And then here, if you have the option to click on rollback, the button with the clock that says like back in time. This will roll back your app to that point. If you do something that you don't like, you can go back in time and have it, yes, exactly, as it used to be.
If you can see in my screen, here in the checkpoint, we will go to rollback. Shall we move on to the next step?
Yeah.
Here, Okay, let me pull the prompts. Just a minute.
Because you were going to get to the place where we publish it. And what other things did you want to put a... Oh, e-commerce. How do you connect it to a payment gateway before we publish?
Yes, I can go over that real quick, but my app is crashing right now, or it's building. Rama, if you want to show the map feature, maybe we don't need to get into like how, maybe just show the prompt. Not everyone needs to do it, and show the
The
map
map
and
is great.
yeah, show the map feature, Rama, and then once the agent is done building, we can show how to integrate payments and show a payment example that we have.
Sure. If you can see here, we can find the tab of Find Us. And it's showing the map, the details of each branch, opening hours, the phone number, and direction. Leave a thumbs up if you can see my screen and if you reach to this point.
This integrated into a real map application, right? OpenStreetMaps. So think about if you want to build a real estate app, if you want to build a transportation app, logistics app. You see that you can do that now. It's not just e-commerce. So the example of e-commerce of that bakery is cool because it is so central, so basic, but it touches so many things to get everybody's ideas on anything that you want to build depending on your field of work.
Yeah. And now maybe I'm ready to show how to connect with payments. Speaking about that, let's go ahead and show you another example. This example is not basically a bakery, but it's very similar with the same prompt almost. And the idea is to rent out football or soccer pitches. Like I own a land that is full of football pitches and I wanted to rent it out to users. So I built this app with one prompt, or like this is the prompt. Build me a web app to rent out soccer pitches and so on. They give me the ability to book. And then I ran into an error actually. So I got an error and I told the agent, it's not working. Here is an error. Please fix. So the agent took a look at the error and then fixed it for like 2 minutes. And now it's running again. This is the website easily. You can view the pitch, you can book it, and then you can select a date and then a time, add your details. And then click on confirm booking. Now it's confirmed. So one thing is missing, which is I need to take or do payments in the website. But I'm gonna tell the agent right now. For this I'm gonna tell the agent it's very easy to do. You'll be shocked actually. But I'm gonna tell the agent to link with a payments provider. Now, depending on where you are, you need to use a local payment provider that is certified and safe to use and it's well known. So for Saudi, we'll use right now for this example, we'll use StreamPay. So I'm gonna go ahead, just show you how easy it is. I'm gonna go ahead to StreamPay. .sa or write stream payment. It'll show me the website. Now I need to sign up to get an API key and register with them so I'm legal. But I already did that. What I'm going to show you is that you can go for developers and you can open the documentation. And here I'm going to just take the documentation that Stream provides and then put it in the chat and ask and tell the agent link with Stream payment to collect the payment for this website. And then gonna paste the documentation that we got from Stream. And then that's all you need to link with the payment. And whatever it is, Stream or others, You just need the documentation and you need to take an API key from them. I'm going to go ahead and click on send. So the agent will
And then
take
if
some
you
time.
can copy paste the chat, that prompt into the chat, now you're not gonna you could. You just don't have the API key, which is you get when
Yeah.
you sign up, which connects to your credit card. But just this prompt has connected your app with a third-party platform. They've done the entire integration and you'll see the results. So this is part blew my mind, and I just wanted to slow down for a second and show that it is just one sentence with a link to the documentation after you've signed up and after you've said, this is my API key there, link with them with this documentation, whether you do it with StreamPay or Stripe or whoever.
Now the agent is working. As you can see, it's actually reading the documentation. Now what the agent will ask you is give me the API key. You don't have to put the API key in the chat. In Replit, we have something called Secret Manager. Secret Manager, its job to keep your secrets like the API keys very safe so others can't see it. It will create a secret in your project for this stream key that you can use or the code base can use without the API getting leaked. That's one of the main points as well in Replit is that Replit is built around security to make sure that your apps or the apps you build are secure by default. So it's understandably, it will take some time to build. I can get back here, or I can show you another example and get back here as well and show you what happened. This is the same example, which is like a pitch for to book field, soccer field, but this one I already connected with Stream using the same approach. Let me check here if it's still working. Still working. Okay. So right now I will select the time and then I'll add my name and then email, then number, then confirm booking. Okay. Now, as soon as I confirm booking, the app redirects me to Stream. Now I should add my details and pay the bill. Now even if you see the item, it's already integrated. The agent did it. The price, the agent did it. The quantity, the agent did it, and the total price. Now you just need to add the details and pay with Apple Pay, pay with your credit cards, and so on. It's very, very easy to do. Right now, we can't do the payment because the API key that they gave me is just for testing and showing everyone how it works. Now, let's go back to our first example where I told the agent link with Stream Payment to collect payment from this website. For this website, and I added the documentation. The agent went ahead, read everything about the payment, and then now the agent has a question for me. The agent says he needs the API key that I have. Let me check where did I put my API key. I have it here. Let me copy. I'm not going to paste this one in the chat because it's my API key. And this is what you should do. You should not give it to anyone, as you might be able to view it, but this is for testing, so no worries there. I'll paste it here, and then I'll click on submit. Now the agent has that API key saved and stored securely in a secret. This is just a dummy one or a test one. Even if you use it, it's not going to have anything or an effect. But if you are building your own app, make sure that no one else views this key or you put it anywhere publicly. This will enable bad actors to have access to your payment gateway, which is obviously not a great outcome or thing to happen. Now the agent is working on linking the app. And the idea is once I go to the checkout, I will reach the Stream page where I can pay. And again, this can work with any payment provider that you have in the region, as long as they have documentation. And I can even copy this documentation link or send it to the agent. خلاص, I let the agent figure it out. He goes in, reads the documentation, what's missing. I can also ask the agent, what do you need from my side? What kind of API keys you need? And the agent will tell you what it exactly needs. As the agent working on setting up the payment here, I'm going to go to the other example, which is very similar. Go back to our main page. I'm going to show you something very important that you need to have, which is setting up authentication where users log in and use the website and sign up. So I'm going to go ahead and tell the agent, set up Replit auth for users to log in and create an account. As simple as that. I'll tell the agent to set up Replit authentication, which is a service provided by Replit where users can create accounts and access your website. This is so much easier than using third-party servers and setting up authentication, especially for some people who are non-technical. It might be hard, or it might open up vulnerabilities and issues with your security. An easier way is just tell the agent, do the authentication for me using Replit auth, and the agent will work onto that. And you can view the tools here, and you can view users and authentication. Right now it's not set up, but as soon as it's set up, you can view the user list here and everyone, what's their ID, what's their name, when was the last time they logged in, all in one place.
Now let's take a quick pause on this, because just so we can digest what just happened. We've taken our application, we've built a database, we have a full menu, we've had it in multiple languages, we had access to maps, we have access to a payment gateway, where even if it's a bakery and then we can connect it to our own bakery and have that to deliver items, then all that is there and done today among all of us. What we're left with is to publish it. And so we're going to learn to publish, have that URL that we can send and market. But starting tomorrow, we're going to start to get into the marketing piece, not just the product. So tomorrow is going to be half marketing with Google LM. So you can have your marketing, your pitch deck, and then the other half, more product with Claude. And then we're going to continue on building every single day. But I just want to, because I'm starting to feel like, okay, wow, we've just done so much. Let's close everything together and publish it and look at it on a mobile app. And then get the instructions to publish it on the App Store and the Android Store. The point here is this is not a theoretical exercise. If this was a 2-hour classroom, this is not a see the teacher on the blackboard teaching. This is you do, and you get something of real value because it unlocks your own creativity. So thanks everyone for continuing. We're still on almost an hour and 50 minutes in, coming from all backgrounds. It's incredible. Just want to just say that. And let's continue and so we can wrap it up elegantly. And maybe, because I see like everyone is quite excited about this, maybe we could start to ask everyone, maybe put a folder where people can put screenshots of what it is that you built. It could be just really cool to have a wall of cafes a mosaic that we can create among us, so that when we have the Guinness World Record certificate among us in this session with 13,000 of us, then we can also have this mega mosaic of what we built, because it was much more than just the quiz.
Brilliant. Roy, I think a lot of people are requesting to open the poll again, so I'm going to share the quiz again so that if anyone has missed it.
Okay. So if you've done the quiz, no need to do it again. But if you haven't done it, amazing. Join the world record. And I've been like 4 or 5 times checking, are we recording? Is everything there? Because khalas, we want it. We just need to make sure that we don't trip. Okay, the poll is going to be up. When you see things like this that could be scary, you just tell it fix yourself. Tell it it's a developer at your fingertips for $5, $20 a month.
And another thing as well, and now when you see this, also make sure the agent finished. Maybe the agent didn't finish working. But as long as it says it's working, then give it some time until the agent finishes, and then you can tell the agent, okay, hold on, there's a problem with the app, please fix it. Now the agent is setting up authentication, so maybe it's just doing more work. Here is an example of me reaching my limit on my pay account. Now I have to wait 8 hours for my limit to refresh, or in that case is like 7 hours. So in 7 hours, the limit will refresh and I can use it again to build more stuff. If I can publish my website, if you can click on publish here, then it will show you a pop-up of the domain name. If you're subscribed, you can change the domain name. If not, you get your app name plus your username. And then you can set your setting. Do you want it to be public, password protected, if you have something you don't want to share with everyone, or you want it to be invite only, which is only you and the people who are invited. I recommend you put it in public so others can also view what you built today. Keep it on public and then click on publish. Now the agent will take care, or Replit will take care of doing the bundling and building and all the technical stuff for your app to be published to the web in a scalable and secure way. This app is publishing.
So Abdul, we got a note to say if you can just pause maybe for 1 minute, because people want to follow this, but at the same time they also want to complete the quiz real quick. So let's just give it one
We'll
quick
do it
minute.
again, yani. This
Yeah,
is already
exactly.
done, but we'll have another app that I can also publish as well.
Perfect. While everyone is completing the quiz, I'll share a fun story and you'll recognize yourself. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, I met a gentleman in Jeddah, and he runs among many businesses, a non-for-profit for people with disabilities. And the idea was, let's invite anyone with a disability to come and participate because we're making this accessible. And so as we were talking about what we do on day 1 and day 2 and day 3 and day 4, and we got to day 5, and he said, okay, so show me like one of those things, like how does it, like the song one. So we went on Suno, and I told him, what do you want to have a song about? So we decided to have a blues song in downtown Jeddah from a person selling balila. If anyone knows, it's chickpeas. And it's saved, and then we have a song called Balila Blues that we share it among us, and we were just dancing in the meeting to Balila Blues, and this is how our first encounter happened. And I just got a message from him sharing with me the app that he built, Golden Bread, Warm Hearts. So realizing that anyone can use AI. So you've built an app and a song, and that's what we're going to be doing over the course of the week. Nice. So if anyone wants to continue answering, amazing. And as well as, and if you do answer all the questions, so that, because it needs, for it to be recorded according to Guinness, it has to be at least 5 questions. They don't take into account the fact that we built a full app. So that doesn't get credit. This is just extra credit. So we could have stopped at just the quiz, but that's not why we're here. But we'll take the Guinness World Record as a side benefit. Okay, so now when it comes to publishing, we'll publish the app. We'll share instructions of how to publish an app on the app stores so that it's not a mystery to people, because no coding required anywhere on this. and then we'll give the instructions of what we're going to be doing tomorrow, because it has been a good 2 hours of building apps. And so it's time to move on to basically start to talk about what we'll do tomorrow, and for you to start to think about what it is that you want to build over the course of this week. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of O's. So, and some thumbs up. So if anyone has any concerns, please put them in the chat, in the quiz, in the question and answer, so that we can help answer anything. Because, because that's why we're here.
Okay, should I show real quick the publishing part?
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes the agent will tell you or suggest that you should publish here, and sometimes it will not. But anyway, if you need to publish, you're always going to find a publish button at the top right here. You can click on it, and then you can, if you're subscribed, you can change the domain name. So you can change it, Jeddah, this was already taken, maybe Kanz.replit.app. And then you have the ability to actually get a custom domain. If you're subscribed, you can come here and connect with your custom domain, or buy a custom or buy a domain here. Here actually I have a free domain. I'll just buy this one, but it will renew at $17 a month. Oh, I need to fill in registration. But anyway, let's do this later. Or
I
you
can, oh no, I can't show it at the moment. But
Yeah.
basically, it is super simple. The publication into your domain. So if you own, for example, yourname.com or goldencafe.com or whatever, then this app can be under that, and no coding involved. So you hit publish, you're going to have it published under a Replit subdomain URL. So you have it. And if you can't publish it, publish your app so that when we send, you can send us the link. Or actually, you know what? Anyone who's published an app, please put it in the chat. We'll open the chat, and please share the link. And this is going to be as easy as us being able to open them and make that part of the mosaic once you publish your app under Replit. But you can also publish it under any domain you want, and it's going to connect to GoDaddy, name.com, whatever.
Or yeah. Or you can, if you don't already have a domain, you can get it through Replit. So you don't need to leave Replit. Just click on custom domain and then add your details, and then next, and then set up your own domain. But for this example, let's just do the Replit one. So you set the domain in Replit, and then you select who wants to access it. Keep it to public is my advice, and then click on publish. Now, Replit will do all the publishing and setting up and bundling and all that stuff. At the end of that work, you will find something, or you will get something like this one. This is our bakery, by the way, that we've been working on since the beginning of the call. Now it's published. I can see the status here. I can see that it's public, where is it based, and the usage. And also I can see the domain that I have here. If I click on it, now if I share this domain with anyone, around the world, they will be able to access this and use my website. And actually, let me share it to the chat. Well, so you can access my the app that we're working on, play around with it if you would like. And then let's go back here. This version, the app is still publishing. It takes some time, it's a couple of minutes, 2 or 3. And here on the payment, it's still working. On this example, it actually did the authentication. So users could log in. That's a good example to show. You can, after adding Replit login, users can click on login, and then it will log them in. So log in, see what happens. Okay, allow this app to have access to my Replit. And then now I'm logged in. It already has my account. And you see there is an account here. If I go to tools and then I go to authentication users, will I show up here? Or, okay, I showed up here. I have user ID, email, my name, when is the last time I logged in. To have full on like, production ready app, you can publish it, you can get thousands of, like hundreds of thousands of users or millions, no issue at all. And then we can publish this one as well. I can click on publish, then add the name. Dash tool, then select the domain and then click on publish. It will also publish this app. So we went over
Getting
how
some
can you set up.
questions. I'm getting some question of once I publish it, can I edit it?
Yes, that's a good question. What is the other example that we just published? This is
You can prompt and
Jit.
republish
Okay.
and
Yes.
reprompt and republish. Anything you want. Just
Yeah.
prompt,
And then
prompt, publish.
you can say can add more stuff, and then when the agent is done, I can republish. Now your main app version will stay based on the last publish, but then if you prompt, it will change the app. You can click on republish, and then it will update whatever is in production. I told the agent, this is one of the things that you... What's that?
I was saying, Mabruk, you've become a developer.
Yeah, exactly.
Not you, like you and 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 you
All the
and
12
all of
pounds.
us. Yeah.
One of the cool things as well you can do with Replit is add a video, and it will generate a video for you if you want to have a video in your background. That is also something you can do. Maybe should we talk about mobile apps and what is it and how it works
Yeah.
with Replit?
Yeah, let's make
Okay.
this the last topic.
So-
Hella, by the way, for anyone, we learned so much today. The last step is going to be how to have it in a mobile app. We're recording this. We're going to send you the recording tonight. So keep the momentum, because it's not every day that we get to learn so much and retain so much. Let's let this not be it can't be a class where like you learn, you're like, cool story, bro, but I can't do this. Or you come back the next day, you're like, I forgot half of it. You have your app. You can go back and every single query that you put, prompt that you put, and you're going to have a video with this prompt that everybody put. So it's yours. Build upon it while everything is fresh. Anyways, now with the Mondial, there's only 2 or 3 games left, if you include the 3rd and 4th place. So we have time, and it's the summer. So let's give it this 1 week to really like build the business and reinvent ourselves. I can't say how much this is why we do what we do. This is why the whole team at Kanz exists. It's just because we love to see. This is how Kanz is built. We only have 3 developers, and everybody else is doing support, everything, creative ideas, events. You can do that with no developers or 1. But long gone are the days where businesses have 100+ developers. I used to work at a recruitment company. I was one of the first employees. We scaled up to 1,000 employees. It sold. But now 1,000 employees is extremely heavy. It's 1,000 salaries. Any one of these businesses that you're looking at, any app that you use, can be replaced by AI in a much smarter way. So it's a perfect time. I'm not saying be an entrepreneur, but it's a perfect time to have an idea and execute it, because you can do it much faster, much cheaper from anywhere you are on a laptop. And this is just step 1. Don't just build a product. In the next few days, we're going to market. We're going to create designs. we're gonna bring things to life. So it's just you have to build the thing and then you have to market and sell the thing. So now we're still in the first step, but the most important step of building the foundation. But tomorrow we're going to start to get into some marketing, some more building, and then more and more marketing, and then some automation. But so it's really well done. Not really well done. Bravo. So it's done in a way where the most practical and useful applications are here to give you the most value the cheapest way possible, if not free.
Amazing. This is an example of how are you going to actually do two things. Add a video. Now, this is a video. I don't know if it's generated by AI or it's real. I think it's generated by AI. Have it in the background. Discover Jeddah. Now that the website feels more, يعني, more premium, feels more serious. Now I want to check it out. If you've opened the published website, this version doesn't exist. That doesn't have this video. But now I want this video to be on the public website as well. What I would need to do is click only, simple as click on republish and then click on republish again, and it will update the main website to reflect the latest changes we have on our deployment or Replit part. This is how you republish. Another thing we would love to talk about a little bit is doing mobile app. What we've been doing for so far is building a website. Building a website would be the fastest and easiest way to experiment your idea, to get it in front of people, in front of users, and use it. There's another way of building, which is building an app. If you want to build an app in Replit, all you need to do is click on mobile and then write your idea here. I'm gonna write my idea. Build me a mobile app that let's say will help me. Simple as that. Build me a mobile app that will help me to work out more. Sometimes I forget to work out. Sometimes I don't know what to work out on. So I'm gonna tell the agent to build me a fitness planner mobile app. As the agent builds this, I'm going to show you, I'm going to look for an example that I already built with a mobile app just to show you the front page and how it looks like. I don't have one for this account. So let's get back here. Okay. Let's say, just say logging workout, submit.
I have already example, similar idea. Can you share it with
What's that? Okay. It is right now the agent is working on building the app, and as you can see, it's very different from the website. It is actually an app, and the agent is working on building it. And you can see a preview shortly when the agent is done. Now, what you need to do, how Replit builds app is we use something called ExpoGo. It's an application that you need to download in order to use this app immediately. As soon as you download an application from the App Store or Google Play Store, it's called ExpoGo, which looks like this. You can then scan this QR code and immediately start using your app on your phone. You'll use it on your phone. You can even publish and give it to your friends where they will use the app themselves and have it running, but through something called ExpoGo, not directly to the App Store. But you want to have it in the App Store, right? Then you need to take a little bit of extra steps. You need to get Apple Developer ID or Google Play Developer ID. You have a form, you submit, you pay some money, but then you get certified from Apple or Google. And then you need to submit your application to Apple and through Google. You can do this through Replit, but it takes some time from Apple's side or Google's side to review the process and review your app, review your form, give you some feedback. then go back to them again with that feedback altered or baked in your app, and then they approve it. This usually takes a couple of days to a week. So keep this in mind if you want to have an app fast. What you can have by the end of the day is an ExpoGo app. Yani you download ExpoGo, you scan the code, and you start using your app through something called ExpoGo. But if you want to go to the App Store, it will take some time, but you can do it. But the great news is you can do it through Replit, and you can also ask the agent to help you if you are stuck with some forms, if you are stuck on like figuring out why Apple said, no, I need to do this and I need to do that. You can just work with the agent to resolve these things and hopefully have your app in the App Store in no time.
Now, glad that this is recorded. We're going to save it. And I was thinking about something for everyone. لأنه أنا personally, I will say, استويت. And I guess everyone coming is like exhausted after having, done this. And also probably super excited with what you created. So I think it's a time where we're like, okay, we can pause. It's recorded because anyways we can't. But you know that you can build a mobile app, and you know that you can publish it on the App Store, and that already is amazing. Sorry
to disturb you, Roy, but I
Yeah.
have a ready example.
Yeah, show us. Yeah, that's let's close it on this, but don't leave because I've got a surprise for everyone.
If you can see my screen, I built this app to track my workouts. It's called FitCore. Very minimalist and beautiful app. We can see here, for example, if you want to start a workout, our workouts that we did for the past 7 days, 30 days, the progress, the weekly activities. Also, you can see in your profile, you can set a goal, you can put your weight, and also you can reset all the data that you recorded. And I guess you have a ready-to-use app. You just downloaded the app Abdurrahman mentioned, and you are ready to go.
Amazing. Okay, so here is maybe Abdurrahman, if you could share the instructions in the chat on how to publish your app on iOS and Android. Let's do one final recap of what we did. 0 line of code, about 13,000 applications built, a coffee shop, a bakery. We had menus. We fixed errors when we wanted to ask it to create pictures. Full database. Multilingual. Maps. Published. And with the ability to put it... Oh, and with a payment gateway. And now with the ability to publish it on the web. Now, one thing that I'm going to open the chat, and if you could please only put, if you've published it, the link to the app that you've built, and we can see if you can create this mosaic by, finding an app that will open, take the main shot and this, or we'll send an email. So I'm going to open the chat now, and if you could only put in the attendees can chat with, just share the apps. Wow. Guys, are you seeing the chats? Amazing. Okay, thank you everyone for this extraordinary respect and appreciation. The apps are flowing through. Mabruk. Now, one thing that we were thinking about doing is we were going to close the registration for the hackathon. But because of what we're feeling here, like 13,000 of us stayed on, 11,000 of us stayed on 2 hours and 15 minutes later. It won't be for a world record unless we can try to break the world record every single day. But it's not about that. Feel free to tell your friends who want to learn and build, or if you want them to join you, we'll keep the registration open for the remaining days. Try to build that app, and I'm going to show you what's coming up in the next few days. This is our schedule. Just so that now, this was the required session for the world record, and it's the most important session, to be honest, in terms of building the foundation. But the rest depends on what you want to do in your career. So on day one, we've done this. We've built our first app. Tomorrow, like I mentioned a few times, we're going to do a visualization with Notebook LM. So you can turn, actually in the theme of Kanz, I'm going to share the business document of Kanz, so that you can have your business document as a business, so that you can see how it creates presentations, financial models, infographics, whatever, podcasts for marketing. This session here is going to be a bit, it is a paid product. It's Claude's paid product. We're using Claude all the time ourselves. But once you get to the Claude app, which I have here, and there's an instruction on Claude app for Claude Code and for Claude Design and for Claude Cowork. This is where the heavy stuff of Claude comes in. You could watch it, or we're not going to do anything more complex than what we did today. It's just going to be an opportunity to use Claude, because Claude is insanely powerful. And so it's going to be a session on that in the afternoon, but this one is optional because it is a paid session. None of the others are. Not paid for us, paid for Claude. On day 3, we're going to get into how to build on-brand presentations. And if you have consultant friends, so on day 2 for business and engineering, day 3 for consultant friends who prompt and sometimes don't necessarily get the slides and they have to copy-paste them again. So Rama is going to give us the class, and you're going to basically create the template of your organization, upload it inside. We're going to use Skywork and Claude in parallel, side by side. Both three. We're going to get credits from Skywork as well. And you're going to create world-class presentations that are on par with your brand. So that's really cool, so that you save time with presentations.
It's completely
sorry?
It's completely free.
There we go.
Yeah.
Then we got credits from Magnific, and this one is going to be a Magnificent session. You saw the Visit Jeddah app that Abdullah shared. We're going to create quality videos. So sometimes you prompt, you get the picture, you're like, okay, it looks like it's made by AI. So the instructor here is going to be someone from Magnific, but also the son of the choreographer of Karakalla, for whoever knows. So not only does he have a creative background, Muhammad Naboush, but he also is an extraordinary videographer. And so we're going to replace the 5-person crew into a prompt so that you can create world-class videos and pictures. On day 4, we're going to also get credits so that this stays free and we get the paid version. Well, we're working on that stuff, where you can create an avatar. They can be a speaker. It can be for interview prep. It can be also for public speaking preparation. It could be the avatar, the face of your business. Give it a voice and animate it. This session is going to be cool for anyone who's ever heard of Mini Studio. If you have, leave a heart, because Mini Studio has reinvented itself in AI. And wow, this is for you, Yumna. Mini Studio has reinvented itself in AI, and now we're going to take drawings. And this is a session if you have kids, you want to bring your parents along, bring them. We're going to draw things, and we're going to bring our drawings to life. We're going to build worlds. That's going to be a cool session. And then we might not have time to get to the data protection through AI. That's maybe a lot. So we're just going to limit ourselves to these 2 sessions on day 4. But this is on Saturday. I'm asking you to join me on Saturday from 6 to 9. On day 5, we're going to do an automation. So this one here is for the nerds who are like, want to, and actually this is from a graduate from our last year's cohort who actually built this app, Kanz AI Hack, and the portfolios, and it's going to be automating the grading of everyone's submissions. We're not going to have humans grading 13,000. She became an automation master to connect all types of tools that you have to simplify your life, save time. And then we're going to do songs. So we're probably going to start with songs because it's an easy one. It's a light entry. We're all going to do the World Cup, a new World Cup song because it's going to be at the World Cup final. So we're going to all create a new World Cup song. It won't be Balila Blues. It'll be a World Cup song in your own theme that you can then publish, which is going to be great as a promo for your app, for what you're building. And then there's going to be task automation. All of these are optional. Invite your friends. We're going to keep the registration open. And we're going to have then on day 6 submit. Even if ما بتلحقوا to submit, you can continuously submit. We're going to keep it open. But if you are able to submit, we have a few world-class employers who are going to look at the top submissions for the project that they're trying to do. We're going to give a day of breathing for you and us, and actually more importantly, the AI to be able to grade everybody's submissions. And I really hope we get 11,000, 13,000 submissions. I'd be so proud and happy for us. We're going to look back and be like, it's like traveling, the experience of traveling. And then there's going to be, judging the AI, awards day. It's going to be awards where we're going to have employers coming in and saying, I've seen some apps, they blew my mind, I would like to meet this person, to give everybody encouragement. Everybody's going to have you're going to have your portfolio if you complete it, which is exceptional. And you're going to have part of an AI showroom for employers to come in and search, find what you built, and you can always build on it, and then you can build more projects. Because we want to tie this to employment, because with Kanz we have 5,000 employers who have been hiring through us. So if you go and tell them, hey, by the way, don't post it, just come and search, see for yourself. So that's the idea, the common vision for us all. We're going to send you the recording of tonight in case حدا علق بشي, you're waiting for the renewal of credits. We're going to put in the chat in case, you probably have it in the chat, the code, if you want to have 1 month at $5 with Replit with a lot more. And the idea is connect these apps. Though if you can connect 4 or 5 of these things together, not just technically, but business-wise, the pictures, the videos, the presenter, the animation, the app, then you would become invincible. You would be part of the 0.0, 1 in 10,000, 1 in 100, 1 in a million of people's savviness in AI. And we'll do more events like this. So feel free to invite your friends. The link is still open. We'll send 1 email per day so we don't spam people. I'm sorry for the scheduling error that we did earlier, and some people couldn't come in because we made some scheduling mistakes. We're going to send 1 email per day with a recap of the day, and then the next day, and if there's any prep that you need to do. Same link every day from 6 to 9 Saudi time or wherever you are. Sarah, do we need to do anything to close? When we close, there's going to be a survey. How was the session every day? So you can tell us what we can do better. And if you liked it, how you feel. And that's it. Do we have to do anything, Sarah, to make sure that we get the Guinness World Record going?
Not really. I think we've covered everything.
Okay. We're seeing the hearts. So thank you so much for your time, for your trust, for all the emails that we sent, and for you being like, okay, who are these guys? So this is who we are. Kanz, in partnership with the Ministry of Human Resources and Social Development of Saudi Arabia, who have been so generous with us. Another partner in Lebanon with the Ministry of Technology and AI. We've been getting a lot of support, and I really hope that this is just the beginning. Like, you're proud of what you built, but just build on it. The program is here for that. Thank you very much, everyone, and just look out for our emails. We're just one per day with the recording, and Mabruk. Welcome to the world of agentic AI. Bravo, Abdullah.
Thank you, everyone. It was amazing to see all the links and deployments going crazy, the building on Replit. That's awesome. And more than happy to see more builders coming from the region and around the world. It's actually what gets me excited every day is that we can get more people to build more innovative solution, make everyone's life better by building with AI. So that's something that I'm very happy to see today. Thank you, Kanz. Thanks to the Ministry of Human Resources and Social Development for putting, and other partners working behind the scenes to put this together and make it happen. So let's get the Guinness World Record batch now. That's the next item on the list, I guess.
Yeah. And when is the cricket match? This is Abdullah.
Yes, Roy, if I may, just to say congratulations to all of us for this great job, and hopefully to keep the momentum of the next following days for all attendees to just participate and hopefully they get the final prize and get enjoyed and achieve and celebrate the achievement for all of this this great event. Thank you all, and just put in the chat if there is anything we can do for you. If there is any questions that we can help, let us know. Thank you very much, everyone.
And one more thing, you built something extraordinary today. If you want to, as you invite any friends who want to join tomorrow, but feel free to share that out on any social media what you've built today. That'll attract friends. And the most important question I think that a lot of people are wondering outside of the app is, hey, we're part of the world record. When are we going to see that record? So we're using Zoom because it's the fastest app to get a full forensic audit, yani who came in, blah, 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 to make sure there are no bots. So they're going to get it as soon as we close that call, and then we'll be waiting on the Guinness World Record to tell them, hey, this is what we've done. And so as soon as we have it, we'll send you the official badge that we've created. No need to log into the app or anything. We can generate it for you with what we've done. And the bigger prize, more than the world record, is build your app and get that certificate. That and more, the portfolio. That's the thing. But the world record is cool too. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Says Abdullah. Thank you for the ministry as well. And thank you so much for Ammar and Ola for sign languaging for 2.5 hours, making this accessible for everyone. So thanks very much, everyone. Bye, everyone.